What's up, my warriors and shield maidens? It's another day and another music reaction. We have another new supporter from Berlin, Claudia. Thank you. She's a huge fan of James Blunt. She's a fan of my James Blunt reactions. And so she requested that we react to another song of James Blunt, which is called The Greatest. So, Claudia, thank you very, very much for the beer that you've bought. Thank you for tuning in, for supporting, for wanting more reactions. You are awesome. Yeah, I love James Blunt. You clearly love James Blunt, and so we have to do this. Let's give it up for this very humble, hilarious British gentleman, and see what he has in store for us today. I've seen some very, 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 very tragic performances of him that just ripped my heart out of my chest plates. And then I've seen very nice, very hype songs. So you can never know with James Blunt. But in any case, here we go. Let's enjoy the greatest.
Too much to say, too much to lose. I get frustrated thinking about the world I brought you to. It's a battle of time.
Should have known.
That I have with you. We don't decide the how, the when, or if we make it through. I feel that you deserve a chance to know the truth and to be better than.
I hope he didn't get the
The ones
jabs.
that came before you, only to let pride and money weaken them.
This was such a
Be the
scam.
young, the brave, the powerful. 'Cause the world is standing waiting for someone to come and change it. Yeah, be the young, the brave, the powerful.
Oof.
'Cause we need a soul to save us. Need someone to be the greatest.
Yeah. Guess we screwed up bad.
So many words veiling the truth.
I love the feel behind this music, eh?
It's time for us to choose. And people will try to take you down too. But if I was a betting man, I'd put all my money on you. I know that I have nothing left to give to you to make you better than the man I failed to be, the friend and father that I know I should have been. So be the young, the brave, the powerful. 'Cause the world is
I'm actually getting goosebumps.
for someone to come and change it. Yeah, be the young, the brave, the powerful. 'Cause we need a soul to save us. Need someone to be the greatest. Nobody knows what to say. Nobody shows you the way. Sometimes it's hard to see who you're gonna be. So be the young, the brave, the powerful. 'Cause the world is standing waiting for someone to come and change it. Be the young, the brave, the powerful. 'Cause we need a soul to save us. Need someone to be the greatest. Be the young, the brave, the powerful. 'Cause the world is standing waiting for someone to come and change it. Be the young, the brave, the powerful. 'Cause we need a soul to save us. Need someone.
Oh, she's got pretty eyes. So does James. Made in Path. Path or Perth? Let's check if his end screen is going to show. There. Made in Path. Oh, made in Path with. I thought it's a location. So I want to know what his stance on all of this was. Was he pro-vaccine or was he anti-vaccine? because at first I thought, you know what, maybe he actually also realized that this was all a scam, and he's almost trying to say we screwed up so bad, and that this whole COVID, obviously, we all know it was a way of controlling us and getting the globe to essentially submit to digital control, and um, it was a test to see how much we can be controlled, right? And um, locked into our homes and how obedient we are, etc., etc. So, I mean, that is not even a conspiracy theory anymore. That was literally admitted by the parties responsible for this. So, that's out in the open. So yeah, like I say, like, because it seemed to me that he was against this whole COVID thing, against the vaccines, and again, we screwed up. We need someone to come and save us. The next generation needs to be better than us. They need to be smarter than us. They need to be braver, and actually use their brain. But then, yeah, at the end, it seemed like he was hyping up all the medical staff, almost honoring them. Yes, a lot of them. I mean, we just heard this week, I think it was actually yesterday or the day before, one of the doctors that used saline to inject his patients that came for COVID vaccines were acquitted after he faced 35 years in prison for doing so. And now everyone's so freaking grateful because it came out that the vaccines actually kill people. And the death rate is so incredibly high. Um, so yes, some of the doctors were awesome. They used their knowledge, their science, their experience, everything that they've learned, not book knowledge, but they went and first understood what is in a vaccine, obviously looked at the science. But then there are those medical practitioners that enforced it and pushed it. And I even have people, close friends and family, who are medical staff, and they were forced to get the vaccine. Was that all their jobs? So, and they are elderly people. So that is terrible. Um, but yeah, as far as I know, I mean, I can't fault James Blunt. I've not heard anything bad ever. He's the most humble person. He's freaking hilarious. And he just wants to do good. I think he's such a family man, which is why I love his music, which is why I want to keep listening to it. But yeah, look now, COVID was a horrifying experience for everyone. You obviously had different parties at the time. I didn't understand it. I wanted to obey. Um, I just wanted to do whatever the government wanted. And then luckily, thank the gods, um, I have a sciencey brother. So I did not get any of the injections, neither did he. Um, So yeah, but now that it's in our foods, we also need to continuously, do those detoxes. So yeah, we just need to take care of ourselves. But in general, that aside, I mean, the whole music video was COVID, so I have to mention it. But the music itself, I think it was beautiful. Like it could have, if I didn't see the video, I would probably just have thought, you know what, he's just singing it for his kid because he brought his kid into the world, and now he's saying, you know what, me and my generation, everyone prior, we have not been doing the best. We need you. And yeah, I wouldn't even have considered that he's addressing the next generation, rather just his own kid or kids. Um, and it's such a beautiful, almost a sit down, heart to heart kind of talk with your kid, or between dad and child. Um, I mean, I would have loved to have this kind of conversation with my dad, for instance, if I could. Um, yeah, I think this is beautiful, and I like that he didn't. He only had nature behind him, and it looks like a bit of either a sunset or a sunrise. I don't know, which I think was absolutely perfect because now there's nothing else to focus on but nature in the background, which already makes the human feel a bit, insignificant, but also appreciative of nature and of how big the universe is and how many endless possibilities there are, and opportunities. And the sky's your limit. There's a reason why we have that expression. But then he would switch in between and show some medical footage or show how everyone was stressed, and how people lost loved ones, and it was incredibly stressful if you heard you have COVID, or that someone that have COVID, or someone that you care for. So yeah, I think this was actually really beautiful, and I'm guessing he probably released it still during COVID. Yeah, 2020, April 2020. Wow. Wait, April 2020? Didn't we only go into lockdown in March? Hold on. Um, what was it? Level 5, ne? Level 1. I can't remember which was the strictest level. Let's say COVID level 5. Global lockdown date. I swear it was March, end of March. Yeah, national lockdown March 27th. So how did he, in less than a month, that is a shitload of logistics. I mean, you can write a song in an hour, but then getting the footage, putting it together, performing the song. James? Taken from the fifth studio album Once Upon a Mind, released in 2019, which featured the singles Cold Champions, I Told You. Wait, let me show you what I'm reading. I Told You, Monster the Truth. Fifth studio album. What does that mean? Was there a previous version of the song? I want to know. Hold on. Let's check. Let's inspect. Guys, we don't take things at face value. James Blunt, the greatest release date. Maybe he wrote the song, released the song previously, and then he decided to add a video. Okay. Here we go. 2019. 29 album. Okay, so he probably just went added footage, in between, and dedicated, made like a tribute to. Don't let me find crap on you. Yeah, okay. No, but still. So let's do this. Surely James Blunt, the greatest. I don't want to be disappointed. Do not disappoint me. The greatest 2019 release. See, that was 5 years ago. Okay, you guys are gonna have to help me. I'm not finding anything, but you guys obviously know him. You've been following him for years, probably. James Blunt, greatest hits. Lyric. Okay, here we go. Oh, thank the gods. Do you know how relieved I am now? Do you have any idea? So he definitely, let me just hear if it's the same song.
Too much to say,
Yeah.
too much to lose.
See, now I'll go and
Get
find it.
frustrated thinking about.
Okay. It's like the world just got lifted off my shoulders. I did not want to be disappointed. Okay, so let me, if it's not clear why I'm freaking out. I don't, maybe there's artists who can do it, but I just don't see how you could get all that footage. Well, I mean, he did get the footage. That's the thing. He did get the footage. But how do you put a whole production together in less than a month, half a month? But in any case, so the song already existed. He recorded the song. He just mashed it up with some footage. It's all clear. James Blunt is all clear. He still remains one of our favorites. British male singers. Um. Okay, now I'm happy. I just went through my own little rabbit hole, guys. Now do you see what it is that I go through? If I suspect that anyone is doing something less than honorable, I go and understand it. Well, that's actually anything really. If someone comes to me with a theory, I go and dive headfirst, and I go and understand. I go look for evidence. I go look for facts. I don't just take something at face value. I could have jumped to conclusions now. I came up with theories, and then I went, did my digging, and then I found my answer. And now I'm very happy. So we can continue listening and reacting to James Blunt, and he will remain our favorite for a little longer. Yay, happy days. So, Claudia, thank you very much for this beautiful song and meaningful. Again, I think it was a very good gesture that he, well thought through gesture that he put this together for the COVID period. Because, yes, I do think, especially children that had to stop going to school, students that couldn't go to uni, it was pressure all around. People lost their jobs. I was one of the lucky ones that could work directly from home. So all we had to do is set up remote. I was one of the guinea pigs, the test subjects, to set up our first remote office, really. So yeah, not everyone was that lucky, and obviously those who they physically cannot work from home because what they do is manual labor, and that was friggin' stressful because then you talk about permits and you keep getting pulled over. Madness. Thank the gods it's over. Thank the gods we are smarter now. We won't fall for bullshit like this again. So good luck trying to lock us up again. Okay? Okay. I will take you guys in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.